Welcome back. Let's find out what happened next to Stinky Pete and colour him in. I've got my pencils ready, I've got my drawing ready, so let's go. Now we're going to stick the picture onto the backing board as before. Make it nice and secure. Remember, just stick the top edge if you can do it, and it comes off nice and easy when we want to remove it. Right, there we are, stick it up there now. Okay, now we're ready to go, and I'm going to bring it a little bit closer, but the first thing we're going to be doing is we'll do Pete first, I think. This is going to be very colourful, a lot of colour in this particular picture. Now we're going to use the pink. And his arms. I'll do one arm and then I'll finish the rest of his body off. There we go. Now, don't come up close to these bubbles, but don't go over them because we're going to put another colour on them. Like that. Now I shall do the rest of him. And then when I come back, we'll be looking at doing his hair. Now his hair. And his beard. Now we haven't got a lot of room, but we've got an earring there. Let's see if we can put that in. A little yellow on his earring. Is that all right? Now his mouth, what I would do with his mouth, I'd put pink in there and make it just a little stronger. Put a bit more pressure on it so it makes it just that a little bit stronger than the rest of him. Right, that's fine. So there's, now I was telling you about the bubbles. What I would do with the bubbles is use yellow on the bubbles, like that. There's a lot of them, so you can leave me to fill them in, and I'll leave you to fill yours in. Alright. And up here too, don't forget them. And these are bubbles too. Like that. I'll fill the rest in, and then what we're going to do is I think we'll do the barrel. Now the barrel is also yellow, so let me just show you this too, how we're going to get out of that. Put a little bit more strength in it. Like that. And then do you remember what we did before? We used the brown. And we can use the brown here just to put just a little bit of colour on. Like that. So what I'll be doing, and I'll show you, you can follow me as I complete this. I'm going to do it all like that, finish the bubbles off and then put the barrel on. The only other thing we could do here is, again, there's water coming out of here. You've got to make that yellow. Or you could put just a little bit of blue in there, I suppose. That would look good. In fact, if you put a bit of blue on top of the yellow, that makes it sort of a greeny colour. Yes, that looks good, doesn't it? Looks as though it's escaping from the hole in the barrel. Okay, but leave me to do that. I'll just be using those colours to fill that in. that's all finished now. Remember what I did a little while back with the yellow on one of the other pictures? I went over it again, making it just a little stronger in places, and we could do the same with this pink. You see how that's giving it a little bit of a lift, especially under the chin there where it would create a shadow. I think that looks rather nice. Don't have to do that, folks, I'm just suggesting. Now, we've got the other things, we've got all of these to do now. What I would do there is let's make these different colours. It would be good if we did. Let's just make that blue, having some blue socks to go with his blue wellies. Don't make them too strong. If you can help it, just make it nice and like that. And I think we'll have, let's have this green. We'll have this little neckerchief he's got. And we know what colour that is. That's yellow. That's his jacket or his shirt. That's yellow. Got a lot of yellow in this, haven't we? It's a very pretty colour though. Good. Now, trousers. Do you remember what colour the trousers were? Well, we had green and red, so we want those two colours. Now, what we've got to be careful of now, we want to come down like that in stripes. We want to come around the bubbles, don't go through them. Then put a little red in. There's another stripe. It's a bit awkward going around those bubbles, but if you can do it, it looks great. And green coming down there. Looking good so far. And red. Which means this side's going to be green, doesn't it? Patches. I think we'll have a blue patch on there. Have a blue patch on there. We'll have a green patch on there. Because I'm going to make his pants that he's got on. That'll be red. So I think that was green. Now we want the red. Green again. And red. I don't think we get any more colours in there. I think that would be enough. Good. Well, there's his trousers. Now his pants. I'm going to make them red. Actually, I'm just wondering whether to make them pinky red. No, let's make them red. Make it more difficult for you. There you go. And wouldn't it be interesting if we were to make all those little pegs different colours? Yeah, what do you think? Let's have these blue. In fact, these two pegs could be blue, couldn't they? And what should we have? This one red? No, this one could be red. These can be yellow. Let's have them yellow. This one, red I think, yes. And this can be green and yellow. Green and yellow. Now you can do, oops, look, I missed that altogether there. You can do however you want. And I think we'll just make that tie. You haven't got a lot of room to put this in, but just run it along like that. It's nice to have it a bit colourful. And now the boat. I'm going to turn this round because it's easier for me to get to this bit. Right, so that's got that bit. And now the rest of the boat. Now there's a lot of this boat, so what I would do, I wouldn't make it too heavy. Just follow my idea, just put a little bit in the boat. Because if you make it too thick, it's going to be a bit overpowering. What about going down there, Colin? Well, I would suggest you do this. When you come down here, we don't want to come right to the edge. So come down, I'll show you when we stop. We'll stop at where we get to the bottom of the barrel. You don't want to make it a line, just ease it off like that. It makes it look that little bit better. Probably a good idea too, just to go up that edge there with your brown too, just to fill as much as you can in. And here we'll make it just a little stronger underneath there, as though there's a bit of shadow on the boat. Got it? Great. Now I'm going to do the other side exactly the same as that, and then we're almost finished. I say almost because I've got a bit of surprise for you. Well, there we are. That's finished. Well, not quite. Do you remember the first one we did? Stinky Pete had lots of annoying flies around him because he was so smelly that it was attracting them all. Well, now smelly is nice and clean now, so those flies don't really want to stay around. So what we'll do, they said, "Oh, Pete, you now smell really nice, so we don't want to know. We're going to go and find somebody else who's more smelly than you." So what we're going to do now, look, I'm going to put some flies, the same flies that were there before, but they're flying away and they're going into the distance. Ooh, lots and lots of them, look, all flying away like that. And what we do now, let me just turn this round and I'll show you how we make them look as though they're going away. They go, they don't whistle, but they go like that. Like that. Now that was interesting, wasn't it? Now what we could also do is, instead of just putting on, we could have their trail. See what I mean? The yellow trail. Ooh, like that. Gone. Well, I've enjoyed doing that. I hope you have. So we've got one more to do, and we'll get on to that very, very soon. So I'll see you then. Bye for now. I wonder if Stinky Pete is still stinky after scrubbing for so long. If you want to know what happens next in the story and colour it along with me, check out the next instalment, which I'll link below. If you want to get the full book of Stinky Pete the Pirate, you can find it on Amazon Kindle using the link below.